Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sorry to interrupt the fun and the conversation. I promise we'll get you right back to the food and fun and all the activities for today. Welcome to everyone to Forsyth Technical Community College. I'm the president here. It has been my honor and privilege to serve Forsyth Tech and the communities in Forsyth and Stokes counties since 2019. And today it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome all of you here for an exciting announcement, but also for a wonderful celebration. We're so happy to have you joining us here. We are especially honored to have so many prospective students like RJ and Alexa, just a couple of the students that I was able to meet before this event began today. I hope that you will take this opportunity to learn about this extraordinary and unique opportunity that we have for you to help create a future in college for yourself, and that you will take advantage of all the assistance that we have here today with admissions and enrollment and financial aid that are going to help you prepare to start your higher education journey with success. A journey that I know is going to open doors to opportunities and pave the way for a bright future. Today, we are here to make a big announcement. It is my pleasure to announce an innovative and life-changing opportunity that we are calling the Class of 2021 College Commitment. Thank you. Thank you. At Forsyth Tech, we believe we are a place of promise for all people in all the communities that we serve. And this promise that we are offering our students today, our college commitment, is simple. We commit to any 2021 North Carolina high school graduate who comes to Forsyth Tech this year free college for the entire academic year. Thank you. I agree with the senior over there who started that clapping. Absolutely something to clap for. Thank you. And yes, this commitment includes tuition, books, and all fees. Thank you. At Forsyth Tech, free means free. We are not offering free college with stipulations. And when we say that any 2021 high school graduate, we mean anyone who graduates from any high school, including our home schools in North Carolina. And we're not limiting the commitments to students based on any specific status or special criteria. It's not based on financial need. A student's background doesn't matter. I bet that many of you are already dying to ask the question, how can the college possibly pay for this remarkable opportunity? Well, I'm really glad you asked. North Carolina community colleges, or the Great 58, is what we like to call ourselves, are in the business of providing hope and opportunity. We are engines for equity and drivers of workforce development. And whenever our great state faces trying times, Forsyth Tech and the 57 other great community colleges play a vital role in recovery and in getting us back to normal. And we know that the last year has been anything but normal and a tough year for us all. COVID-19 disrupted so much in our lives, and while we are all excited to see things looking more normal, like here we are in person and we can see each other's faces again, many of our students, however, and our prospective students have not quite found their footing after the pandemic had knocked them off balance. We have read a lot about how the pandemic derailed our students' higher education journeys and how many high school graduates are thinking about delaying college. I say no to gap year. Not a good idea. We don't think that delaying college is a good idea. From personal experience, I know that it's important to keep the momentum going. And enrolling at Forsyth Tech is a great way, the best way, in my humble and unbiased opinion, to build a pathway to a bright future. So we are strategically leveraging local, state, and federal dollars to make this 2021 commitment possible. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use once-in-a-lifetime funds to do something that we've wanted to do for a long time. As I've worked with my colleagues, Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Superintendent Tricia McManus, who's here with us today, and Stokes County Superintendent Dr. Brad Rice, who's also here today, I know that we have the same goals for our students. We want them to not only graduate with a high school diploma, but also to take the first step on their next step of their journey after high school. Together, we are working to create a college-going culture in our communities, and not just in the wealthiest neighborhoods, but in all of our neighborhoods and all of our communities. We know that graduating from high school is the critical first step, and I commend you all on achieving that step. However, in today's workforce, much more is required often than the high school diploma. North Carolina is the best state in our country for business, and for our economy to continue to grow and thrive, we have to invest in high-quality public higher education for all North Carolinians. Today, we are removing the barrier of cost for all of our 2021 high school graduates. We're inviting them to come to Forsyth Tech for free, and we're promising that when you arrive, we're going to wrap our arms around you, and we're going to love and serve every student to success. We will help you find your best pathway forward, whether that is a short-term workforce credential, a career and technical education degree pathway, or a transfer associate degree that is going to prepare you for outstanding success in one of our outstanding universities. While we've always been the most affordable and achievable options for students, we are certainly the best deal now. Finally, allow me to say that while this program is currently funding the 2021-2022 academic year, it is our great hope that we will find ways to continue to support this program. This is where we have to start, but we will never stop working hard and finding partnerships and ways to sustain this college commitment. Let me also say that this college commitment is in large part due to phenomenal support from our city, Winston-Salem. You'll hear in a moment from our Mayor Pro Tem, Ms. Adams. We also had phenomenal support from our county government. The Forsyth County Board of Commissioners, our Stokes County Commissioners support us as well, and from our state and from the federal stimulus dollars. All of these things working together are what have allowed us to create this amazing program for all of you. At Forsyth Tech, our purpose is reflected in our vision statement, and I never talk to an audience without sharing our vision statement. The basic credo that is the foundation for who we are, why we are here, and what we do. At Forsyth Tech, our vision is that we will be a catalyst for equitable economic mobility, empowering lives, and transforming communities. We are making a difference at Forsyth Tech. We are doing bold things to empower all of our students, to transform all our communities, to prepare a skilled workforce that meets the needs of all the businesses and industries that we serve, and to make sure that the American dream is available to all North Carolinians. It's my great honor now to introduce to you the Vice Chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Paul Wiles. Paul is the former CEO of Novant Health, and he has served on our Board of Trustees for many years. And he's been an enormous asset to our college, to our communities, and to all of our students. Paul?
Thank you, Janet, and let me add my welcome to all of you. Good morning. As Vice Chair of the Forsyth Tech Board of Trustees, it's certainly my honor and privilege to represent the board today. What an extraordinary opportunity that Forsyth Tech has put together for this class of 21. It's certainly not every day that you hear a college creating a bold program for students in a public-private partnership. By leveraging funds like the donation made by Truist for the Hope and Opportunity Scholarship and combining that with the state and federal funds, we are able to create an unprecedented opportunity for the class of 2021. I guess I should add my congratulations for being the class of 2021. On behalf of the Forsyth Tech Board of Trustees, please allow me to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the Forsyth Tech leadership who put this program together, developed it, and have brought it to you today. As a parent of 4 myself, I can only imagine the excitement that parents are feeling right now as they think about this transformational learning experience which is coming for their graduate. The first year of college for free right here at home in our community. Please allow me to thank Mayor Alan Joines, who couldn't be with us today, Mayor Pro Tem Dede Adams, who you'll hear from in a moment, and from the Winston-Salem Alliance and Truist, who helped make the Hope and Opportunity Scholarship available. I also want to thank Governor Cooper for the Longleaf Commitment Program that enabled us to push this over the edge. Without these critical pieces and the federal stimulus dollars, the college wouldn't have been able to put together such a robust and bold commitment to you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Thomas Stith, President of the North Carolina Community College System. He's joined us today at Forsyth Tech for the first time since his arrival as the system president this past January. We welcome you in your role, and believe me, we wish you much success in your new role. Prior to this role with the community college system, President Stith was the district director of the U.S. Small Business Administration, where he led the federal agency's, I believe this, $16 billion response to COVID-19 in North Carolina. Mr. Stith served as chief of staff to former Governor Pat McCrory and was a 3-term city council member in Durham. Mr. Stith, thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Chair Wiles, and good morning to everyone. It is indeed an exciting day, not only here in the Winston-Salem region, but for the state of North Carolina. And I do want to just pause before I just make a few brief remarks and just mention one thing. As I have pursued through my career, one thing is very clear, and that is leadership matters. And I just want to commend the leadership here at Forsyth Tech Community College, and most specifically, your president, Dr. Spriggs. You know, as we come out of this pandemic, I just want you to know, everything is Zoom call or Zoom this, Zoom that, and mask. And I recognize folks by doing that first. And I say, okay, yeah, I know who you are. Or I look at them from eyes up and I say, okay, yeah, I know who you are. But I want to say this about Dr. Spriggs. I joined the system on January 11th as a North Carolina native. It was a blessing for me to be able to serve and lead the 3rd largest community college system in the country at this time in our state's history. But you need to know that over the last several months, one thing was clear, that you had a strong leader here at Forsyth Technical Community College. She's engaged, she's a leader amongst her peers of 58, and today is just one example of that leadership. The impact that this will make on the community here is immeasurable. Because as I travel across the state and visit our Great 58, one thing is clear. The North Carolina Community College system not only changes lives and changes destinies, but in many cases saves lives. And so to have the type leadership you have here is indeed remarkable. I want to thank the staff here as well, because we also know as leaders, we don't do it by ourselves. It's a team effort, and you have a clear, excellent team here. Most importantly of all, I want to thank you sitting in the chairs today, the parents and the students, because today is about your future. It's about your commitment not only to engage in your own future, in your educational future, but to make that investment. And one thing that I've recognized is that education is a pathway to opportunity, and you're about to have the opportunity of a lifetime. When I joined the board, or I joined the community college system, I told my board my vision was based on 3 pillars. For the North Carolina Community College system, be the first choice for affordable and accessible education in North Carolina, regardless of your career path. If you want a short-term workforce degree or a certification, if you want a pathway to a 4-year college, if you want a 2-year degree, the North Carolina Community College system should be your first choice. We will also lead not only in this economic recovery, but in the growth of North Carolina's economy moving forward. And as a North Carolina native, I recognize that the strength of our state, the competitive advantage of our state, is the diversity of our people. And you see that in the room today. And so our system will become the national model for diversity and inclusion. And this is one step in that vision. You know, today, as Dr. Spriggs said, we're announcing a transformative educational opportunity here at Forsyth Tech. The high school graduating class of 2021, and I know you're excited. It was just a few years ago when I had my high school graduation, and I remember the excitement, and I remember, you know, what am I going to do next? Well, maybe more than a few years. All right, Mayor Pro Tem. But I want to just say that at this point, you have the opportunity to not have the barrier of tuition and fees in front of you. You have the support of your community, you have the support of your state and federal funding agencies to ensure that that is not a barrier for you. Attending Forsyth Tech or any other of our great 58 community colleges will give you a competitive advantage as you enter the marketplace. So not only do we have a competitive advantage as a state with our community college system, as a product of our system, you will have a competitive advantage of your peers. You know, our great 58 are the job engine of North Carolina. You know, we will lead, as I said, this economic recovery. And while we're the 3rd largest system in the country, I submit to you we're first in excellence. And that's just represented here in the room today. A little bit about our graduates. You know, students who attend North Carolina community colleges from 2009 to 2019 represented 33% of the workforce. In the last year that it was measured, that translated into 1.7 million people, $60 billion of wage earners. We make a difference, you will make a difference as you matriculate through your education here at Forsyth Tech Community College. 77% of our graduates stay in North Carolina. So this investment is just not in your future, it's an investment in the state of North Carolina. So in closing, I want to not only congratulate the leadership at Forsyth Tech for their vision, but I want to congratulate you for taking that first step in your future, for taking that step to not only be committed to yourselves, but be committed to the state of North Carolina. I wish you well, and I look forward to talking to many of you after today's event. Again, congratulations, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today.
Hi, everybody. Governor Roy Cooper here. Congratulations to all our graduates. I know it's been a challenging time these last 16 months, but you made it. After this remarkable accomplishment, I'm confident that you can take on anything, but it's up to us to make sure you have the right opportunities. In May, I announced that North Carolina would invest over $31 million in the Long Leaf Commitment Program. This effort helps graduating students like you get a quality higher education at one of our great 58 community colleges for little to no cost. Thanks to the great leaders here at Forsyth Tech and the combined use of state, federal, and local funds, high school graduates who choose Forsyth Tech as their academic home for the next year or two will be able to attend for free. You need a good paying job, and North Carolina's workforce needs you. I'm so proud of you and excited to see all the great things you're going to do. Congratulations again, and enjoy this great day.
It's not noon yet, so I guess I will say good morning, everyone, still morning. And thank you, Governor Cooper, who we just got to hear from. So I am so excited to be here today, and all I can say is wow. As I'm sitting here listening to this opportunity, I am thinking, wow, what an exciting opportunity for our students. And so thank you. I know that everyone's mentioned all of the folks that we should thank, and so I'm not going to say all the names, but thank you, everyone who made this day possible for our students. I had the privilege of sitting through every one of our high school graduations a few weeks ago. And so if you are graduating, because I'm not sure all that's in the room right now, but if you are a graduate of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools, can you raise your hand if you just went through graduation? Yay. So, yay. Congratulations. I don't know if you recognize me. I was sitting on the stage with tears at times coming down and just cheering for each of you, every one of you. I clapped for every one of you as you walked across the stage. So I had the privilege of seeing you do that. And I have the privilege today of seeing you take your next step in this learning journey, and to do it at no cost, and to do it at a learning institution like Forsyth Tech, which I can tell you in my interactions with the staff and the team and president, you are going to be in great hands, and I hope this is where you'll take your next steps, because it's going to open so many doors for you in the future. It's a great opportunity, and parents, I agree. What an opportunity for you. I wish I would have had this when my daughter started college many moons ago. But again, students, congratulations, and just I hope you do take advantage of this next step. Start your next phase of your learning. And opening doors to endless possibilities at Forsyth Tech, and take advantage of this opportunity. And best of luck to all of you as you move through the next phase of your life and of your learning journey. It's an endless journey of learning. So congratulations, and thank you again, Dr. Spriggs, and everybody who made this possible for our students. At this time, I would like to introduce to you and bring up Dr. Brad Rice, and he is the superintendent of Stokes County Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent McManus. I'm as subtle as a sledgehammer sometimes, and I like to make things personal. First of all, I want to say thank you to the community college system, and I'm going to let you know what y'all have done for my life. When I came from North Carolina, my certificate didn't transfer to North Carolina to allow me to teach what I'd taught in Tennessee, and I needed one class. And because I was an out-of-state student, technically, even though I had moved in-state, I started looking around to take that one class. And I had been a traditional four-year college person, so I started checking the local four-year colleges. And they wanted thousands and thousands of dollars for a 3-hour class. And so then I checked at Guilford Tech and took that class for hundreds of dollars, and was able to resume my teaching career. My wife, after we had 3 children, she decided that she wanted to change her career and become a teacher. And so she needed to start over. And we looked over, again, four-year colleges, how much that would cost, the drive time to get there. And so she took her first 2 years at Randolph Community College and finished that with no debt, and was able to do that raising 3 children and myself, and those responsibilities that went with that. And then she was able to transfer to East Carolina and do an online program, and has the same teaching certificate every 4-year student at East Carolina has, but at half the cost. Now, and so thank you for what you do. You meet the needs of people as they have them. Now for the people in the room. If I was to stand here and say, I've got $20,000 in my pocket, would you like to come get it? How many would take me up on that? And I think that's why you're here today. Because while others have said tuition free, fee free, book free, they've ignored the sledgehammer approach that I'm going to use. Because my kids just went to freshman and sophomore years. They're not eligible for this. They graduated the wrong years. And so I just paid for a freshman year at UNC Charlotte for $22,000. The year before, I paid for a freshman year at UNC Wilmington for $21,000. Every one of you, it is the equivalent of handing you $20,000. Let that sink in for a second. $20,000 for free. All you have to do is say yes. And I think you're here to say yes. So let's give them one more hand for that today. And I don't think I need to say anything else. So I'm going to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Dede Adams to the stage.
Check the watch. Good morning. So good to see all of you here today. And on behalf of the City of Winston-Salem, our Mayor, Alan Joines, the City Council, we just want to tell you that we love being in partnerships. We love collaboration. And the world that we live in right now, as all of you know, not just the past 16 months, it's changed. It's changed. And the way that we interact with each other and the way that we assist and engage and help each other to be better, it's changed. And this initiative, as I was telling Dr. Spriggs a couple of years ago, I think it was, I was here for the Hope and Opportunity Initiative. Again, along with the mayor, Alan Joines, Truist, and Alliance, and others. Government likes to talk about public-private partnership, but I say, you know, put the metal to the floor and show me. Don't just talk about it. And what we've been doing for years is we talk about what we're going to do to make your life better. Show me the money. Show me the opportunity. And don't make it so hard that I throw my hands up in the air and walk away and say, well, that wasn't nothing. As the prior speakers have said, you have an opportunity. When I went to college, and Thomas, that was back, Paul, that was back in the day, I ended up, my family, I was the first one to graduate from college in my family. My parents had 7 children, worked at rentals, cleaned houses here in the city. I applied for financial aid. I had to work 2 jobs for 4 years. I worked at rentals during the summer, came home to make money to go to school at Morgan State University, go Bears, Baltimore. I wish that somebody had talked to me about Forsyth Tech in 1971 and 72, because I would have come here first. I would have got my certificate or my degree or whatever, and I would have gone on, and probably now would have owned my own corporation, and I'd probably be giving money away to all of you, because I believe in how important the opportunity is for everyone. And not just because of the color of your skin or where you are economically or where you live or how old you are or whatever your physical or mental challenges are. I think it's important that what we're doing here in Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, and Stokes and others is paramount. Along with this initiative, they mentioned books, fees, you know, all of that. But we also recognize that there are other wraparound services that you need. Transportation. Everybody doesn't own a car and everybody doesn't live on a bus stop. You need child care. Everybody's not single and fancy free. We have responsibility as parents and other things. Everybody needs health care, whether that's mental or physical, because right now, the 16 months, I tell people I'm mentally ill. We all are. But I know that this is a step in the right direction. I know that I'm going to challenge you as the others have. You better go get this money. And you better look at this as a gift horse. And you better run your race. And then you can do other great things. You can't just want to be, as the commercial say, be amazing. You got to do things that are amazing. And therefore, this morning, Forsyth Tech, Dr. Spriggs, the staff, and all of the employees of Forsyth Tech, the state of North Carolina, the federal government, this is a one-shot deal, people. Parents, you need to get in behind them and make them get with it, okay? With that, again, on behalf of the city of Winston-Salem, our Mayor, Alan Jones, we want to thank all of you for being here today. And let's go be great together. Thank you.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks to all of our amazing speakers for being here, our partners in this work. You don't get very far in life, in my experience, unless you have people behind you and beside you and along the journey with you. So thanks so much for all of you for celebrating with our students today. After hearing all these amazing men and women talk about our class of 2021 college commitment, I hope that you have gathered as much excitement as we have had. It's been hard to sit on this announcement for the past few weeks and not shout it from the rooftops, this opportunity to serve students in such a tremendous and impactful way. And as Mayor Pro Tem Dede Adams said, not to stop here, to continue to remember all those other important facets that we still have to work on, how we help with transportation, how we connect you to resources for daycare, how we establish more and more partnerships to make sure that academically and non-academically, you have everything that you need to be a successful student. So never doubt that we have not stopped here. We will continue on. One parent made this statement to us, and I wanted to share it with you to close today. This offer for graduates is absolutely amazing. My son has struggled with what he wants to do after high school and what type of career path he might want to take. Attending Forsyth Tech this fall is going to give him the opportunity to continue working his hourly job while saving money for whatever his future may hold. It is an opportunity that our entire family is so very grateful for. I think that sums it up pretty well. We know that this opportunity is going to change lives. The opportunity is the epitome of Forsyth Tech really being able to live out our tagline, a place of promise. At this time, I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone might have. Do we have any questions from the audience? Not much to ask, right? Dr. Rice said it. Come get the money. All right? So I would like to ask, I think Mason Sawyer, our vice president for, oh, I'm sorry, there's a question first. Yes. So they didn't graduate in 2021. They graduated previous to 2021. So unfortunately, this commitment is not available unless they graduate in 2021. However, there's lots of ways that we can help. We have still the other money that we talked about, the Hope and Opportunity Scholarship. We have a foundation full of scholarships. We have federal dollars available. So bring them here and we will find a way to get them going forward. Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. A refund check? So that's a good question, actually, because yes, if you have, yeah. So there is a possibility for you to get a refund check, actually, because if you qualify for federal Pell dollars, that pays for more than just tuition, books, and fees. It actually gives you enough money to help with living expenses. So after all those fees and things are paid for, if you are a Pell qualified student, you very possibly could get a refund check. So good question. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
What's our next step?
The next step is right here in this room. Sorry. We have at the back of this room, first of all, there's some really good food back there, so don't forget the food before you leave. We know the way to people's hearts is through their stomachs, right? So we brought some great food. We also have our financial aid, our admissions, our advising. All of our team members are right at the back of the room waiting for students. Yes. Many of the students have already filled out their application. Many of you are all in different places on getting here for the fall, but we're here to take you on that next step. Yes, so just at the back of the room. Yes, sir. Yes, this is for all of our students, no matter which program you're going into. That's right. Any other questions? These are great questions. Okay. If no other questions, I'd like to introduce our Vice President for Student Success Services, Ms. Mason Sawyer, and she's going to give you some instructions to answer your question on next steps and where we go. Thanks, Mason.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess I can officially say good afternoon. So, yes, absolutely perfect question. What are your next steps? There are 3 things you need to do. You need to apply, you need to fill out your financial aid, your FAFSA, and you need to be advised. We have all of that here for you today. All you have to do, there's 3 big flags in the back. There's a financial aid station, there's an admission station, there's advising. Go to those stations. If it's booked up, don't worry, we have 2 computer labs full of people that are there to help you. Don't leave today without doing 1 or all 3 of those things today, okay? Either do your application, do your FAFSA, or get advised, and we will get you registered for classes and get you started on the path to get you where you need to go. We are so excited, and I'm like you, I'm a sledgehammer too, so I've felt that. So I'm going to sledgehammer all of y'all and say, do not leave without going to talk to some of these people today, because we are here for you. We have extra staff available to get you exactly what you need. Parents, while you're waiting, even students, if you're waiting, like she said, there's food. Please partake in the food. We don't want to take it home with us. Please eat it and enjoy your afternoon. And we are so excited, and thank you all for coming.